Nedbank is proud to present the Nedbank Cup Yona Team Search. Dynamic, exhilarating. The Nedbank Cup Team Search. Yona. The Nedbank Cup. The one.
I will play. Yeah, one day I will play. Really. I will play.
If you're not mentally strong, you crumble. Yes!
Would like you to wish good luck and go home safe.
But I'm telling you now, by the time you step on that pitch and you play against Sundowns, you are going to beat Sundowns.
Welcome to it. It's the Nedbank Yona Team Search. Now last week, our top 23 contestants got a taste of victory as they played and they won their match against the mighty NKYTS. They were treated to a day out in Soweto and attended a Bafana training session at Soccer City. Not to mention the various life skills classes and of course some serious physical training as well. Now, after taking a short break from the intensive training under the watchful supervision of the 8 Yona team coaches, the boys, they're back in town, and with no time to spare, the fitness levels were checked. Now, in this episode, we'll see these remaining 23 players give it their all as they know that this is their last chance, their very last opportunity to put their hand up higher than their teammates, to be included in the top 18 players to challenge the current Nedbank Cup champions, Yona Mamelodi Sundowns.
It's nice to get home, see the family again, you know, wake up in your own bed. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to be back and ready to get the show on the road.
The response on Facebook, it was going crazy, you know, everything, yeah. But you know, I have to stay focused, you know, because I'm not there yet and I have to work hard.
The celebrity status, it doesn't mean anything really. It's just a bonus for me, like exposure wise. Yeah, I know I have a job to do here, so I want to stay focused and do that job.
My mom cried when she witnessed this all on TV because she couldn't believe, you know, her eyes, and you know it shows that I'm actually doing something that, you know, gonna make her very proud.
Our 23 boys are back. They went home for quite a long break, but it's time to see whether they stuck to their eating plans, whether they stuck to their training regimes. We find all of that out here in Training Camp 2. It's the final stretch.
I wasn't given the program like the other guys, but it was because I went overseas.
Into big milling master because even this other guy, ex-professional player, team he play with Bank Space. Like now I'm master icon, then
I worked on my stamina because the last time we did a Cooper test and I failed it hard, so I worked to improve that.
I was trying by my all means because I think yeah, I teach me if you're a sportsman, yeah, you must eat and there's if you gym.
Got myself a personal trainer and he pushed me to the limits, you know, for 2 weeks. So I think my fitness level is it's improved from what it was, you know. So yeah, it's much better than it was before.
Regardless if you're a sportsman or not, I think it's just about living a healthy lifestyle and you know, waking up, eating the right meals throughout the day is important for anyone. So I encourage everyone to try it, and yeah, it works.
My name is Dumela. I was raised by my grand because I lost my mom when I was 11. So yeah, practically the closest person to me is my grand. Sometimes you have that feeling that you need your mom around, so it's life, it happens. The vibe when I got there in the morning, we had like long lines and stuff, so it actually kills a bit of confidence, like, oh, there's so many players and there might be someone better than you, you know. So as I went into the field, all I told myself is I'll just do what I know and do what I'm best in. And from the coaching staff, I'm expecting a lot, like to learn more on how to play the ball, when to play the ball. The facilities here at HPC, actually, I believe is the best in the country. Because, okay, I've been around a couple of provinces and saw how they work, but here they run things professionally. I've done a couple of medical tests, so for me it was just a walk in the park, like something I'm used to. But the other guys, some of them didn't know what to expect and they were a bit freaked out with everything. But I think they should choose me because my style of play is different from the other players. I'm more quicker and I've got a view on a lot of things. I can actually play the ball while checking out the weaknesses of the opponent and stuff. Andres Iniesta. I believe me and him are more alike, but he's more better than me. But in the long run, I'll get there.
Afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Camp 2. We're going closer to the game now, and this week for 5 days is going to be a hard one. We're going to drill you. We're going to push you harder. You need to sustain. You need to be stronger. I can see you guys are in a good shape, and then I wish you all the best for this week.
It's the moment of truth. We're at the sports science unit to test how hard these boys have been working during their break. Standing with me is Colin to take us through some of the tests.
The boys are doing the medical test. We're going to be taking them through different phases in terms of the test. They're going to do the vertical jump. And then after that, obviously, they're going to take them into the field to basically test their agility.
Good job.
We just did first phase of my medical test. We did my sit and reach test. That's for my hamstrings. That we're not quite familiar with, but yeah, I'm feeling confident about the fitness, you know, after the time we've had off.
Now, you've been walking around seeing the boys doing their fitness tests and their medical tests. Let's be honest, have the boys been working?
Definitely so. I mean, the boys they definitely look great. The physical aspects of their bodies, as well, as you can see, they look great. I mean, you can definitely tell that there's a huge improvement in terms of their personal physique.
Now, the yo-yo test is the hardest. I mean, I grew up knowing it as the beep test. Let's just say it's rough.
Very rough, and it's gonna drill the boys. I mean, we're going to drill them very hard when we do the yo-yo test, just to basically open the chest and see who's been training and who hasn't been training.
Ngikasi into engishaya kakhulu singibe azi because isiqale senza ama-drill amaningi before size la kulazi ama push up wona ngathi yawona ngikhawathile ukuthi yabo ngakwazi ukuperform.
I did my best. You know, that's I guess that's as much as the body could take. Yeah.
Better.
90th minute here, Jay. 90th minute here, 1-0 down, let's push.
When I came here, I did 19 for the first time and told myself that I would go to 20 the next time I do it. And so I pushed until I reached my record, 20.
Dedication, hard work, commitment, whatever exercise you're doing, it may be small, I mean, whatever hard it is,
Mama, keep pushing yourself.
There is more to making a football star, and that is understanding the media and how to use it to your advantage. Now let's see how Minnie gives the boys another feather to their cap.
Nedbank has asked me to give them media training, the do's and don'ts of handling themselves in the media, because at the end of the day, we want our Nedbank stars to be the creme de la creme of our soccer stars. In soccer, there are literally about 4 or 5 questions that are exactly the same that you will be asked every single match. Also, I'll be talking to them about the importance of branding. They need to understand that, a brand is not only the brand that they're building themselves, but they also have other brands on their shoulders. For example, the Nedbank brand. They have brands, for example, the PSL brands when they get into the PSL. They have the club's brand on their shoulders, and they need to carry themselves accordingly. I'll also be taking them through a few questions, giving them mock interviews, mock questions to see how they handle themselves and where they get it wrong, see how we can tweak and answer.
As a top-notch football player, it requires legal understanding and being the best professional in your profession. Now let's see how some life skills training in practice.
Being a professional soccer player, you need to know that, as you said, life is a gamble. And you need to know what risks you can take that will develop you.
We're going to be highlighting and having conversations with the Yona team about the importance of having insurance. You have to look at the risk that is in your life, the loss of income, what happens if you lose an income, and you were a breadwinner.
On the second page, you will see there's a list of 8 points. These are what we call doping offences or doping violations. If you are found, that you've engaged or you've done something wrong in those 8 points, that could potentially result in a doping offence or a doping violation.
My name is Ian Chikoa. Chikoa is my dad's surname, and unfortunately he passed away in 2004 when I was in grade 3, and he's from Zimbabwe. What I hear is my dad used to play soccer and he was very good, and he was more of an athlete than a soccer player, and they say he was very good, so I think I got that from my dad. And if he was still here, he'd be very proud to actually come see me play and everything, because reaching where I am now with the Nedbank, he'd be proud of me, but unfortunately he's not here. And just want to thank also my mom and everyone, my family, for supporting me through football and actually realizing that this is what I love and having to support me all the way. Because my favorite team is Sundowns, and fortunately I'm going to play against them. And yeah, there's Kama Billiard. I like the way he plays, and I actually have a poster in my room where I just see Kama Billiard and everything, and looks like very soon my dream is coming true and I'll be playing against them, Sundowns, and yeah, Kama Billiard is my role model. Yeah.
You enjoyed, huh?
Okay guys, we're playing a match this afternoon, so we want to just prepare you, ease you into this match, but our training will basically allow you to peak towards the end, okay?
Then that's the end result.
We did control of the ball, passing the shape of defenders, because I'm a defender, the shaping, the spacing, the marking, yeah.
Armed with great training both physically and mentally, the top 23 players head to the field to take on Jomo Cosmos.
Jomo Cosmos just made it to the PSL, so yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking to boost their squad with new talent, people that are hungry to play, and I'm sure they can find some of them in the Yona team.
very impressed with the boys. We played well. They played according to instructions. They were able to break down Cosmos, and we took shots at the goalkeeper for a change, and we scored 3 beautiful goals that were very planned from the infield. You know, the boys are responding very well, and very much even though there's room for improvement, but very much impressed with the way the boys played.
I thought they did well. You know, I thought they did well. They won 3-1, and winning can only help them to boost their confidence.
All in all, I think the boys did very well. They showed character. It has been said all the time that it's a state of the mind that makes you unconquerable.
Silindele wenze ice party la yakhona amajita asaphakathi okwamanje nathi silindele i-10 yethu. Ice party.
Even 10 more minutes.
That's fine. In hell, I'm going to heaven now.
No, 2 minutes.
Halfway, on halfway.
It helps with muscle recovery. So yeah, we need it, especially after the couple of days that we've had and the game we had this morning. So it's going to be good for us.
All work and no play can make Jack very unhappy, so off for some R&R and team building.
Well, we're here tonight to teach the boys of the Nedbank Yona soccer team a little bit of cricket skills, so we're looking forward to have some fun with them. From our side, thank you very much for taking the time to spend some time with us.
We had fun, I'm sure. Yeah. And yeah, we hope to do this again sometime. Thank you.
Gonna see who can drive the best, you know. Yeah, but right now we're good, that's relaxed, you know.
We're about to do this go-karting, and I think I'm going to give them something to think about. Eh?
Yeah, I will do it often, much more often.
My name is Jared Mayer. I'm 23 years old and I'm a left back, centre back, and I come from Bloemfontein. I matriculated at Grey College. I came to a point in grade 11 where I had to kind of make a decision because the soccer was overlapping with the cricket and the cricket was overlapping with the soccer, and I decided soccer. I felt I excelled more in that. In my grade 11 and matric year we got to, I think it was 6 finals, but unfortunately we never won one. In 2011 we travelled Europe. We went to Belgium, France and Netherlands, which was also a nice experience. I mean, it was the first time that a soccer side has ever done that at Grey College as well. And in 2013 as well, I had signed a pre-contract for Free State Stars, but unfortunately I broke my leg and got released, and there was all commotion with that. So yes, definitely I think I bring a bit of experience. Competition is tough here as well. I won't even lie. I saw yesterday we played a game and there were some really talented guys, and I mean, I don't think it goes talent by itself. There's a lot of technical things like the gym work and all of that. I think that all plays a role, and your determination and your attitude. And I think definitely from my background, coming from where I have and the things that I've accomplished, I think I can definitely handle it, yeah. I'm confident that there will be at least 10 to 11 professional players after this game against Sundowns. I definitely really like Steven Gerrard, just because, you know, he's very consistent. I mean, he really rallies his troops, and he looks just like a very humble guy. And I mean, he's really talented, and he's done so much for Liverpool. I think that's like something that I'd like to do as well. Stay at a team, you know, and really make your mark there and be a hero. And locally, it's quite embarrassing. Actually, he's a very good friend of mine, Daniel Cardoso, who recently just signed for Kaizer Chiefs, I think, as of today. He's really, I think he's the next generation in the PSL. I mean, that guy, I definitely rate him one of the best defenders. And I'm so glad that his career is taking off as well now, making the national team and signing for Chiefs. And I'm sure he's going to be a great number 4 there. I would tell the youngsters, definitely focus on your schoolwork, definitely get a tertiary education, because I mean, by the time you're done studying, you're already 23, 22, you're not going to play forever. And I mean, it's not like you're going to earn money that'll sustain you for the rest of your life. So I think a job is very important once you're done with soccer.
Today we're going to play against Vets. It's going to be a good test for our boys. We're looking things like physical fitness. We're looking the question of the tactical awareness.
No, there's no necessary. You just have to go there and play the game that you all know, and be more confident on the ball and show them that you can do better than what the last year team did.
Expect to win. Expect to win, score my goals. Yeah.
I'm hoping the boys will definitely enjoy the moment and not be scared and play to the best of abilities and show the coaches and prove to them that they deserve to go through to the final 18.
I'm feeling excited. Yeah. I always wanted to play for this team. See, now I'm playing against them. I like the coach, Kevin Hunt.
There's a few good players here, and it looks promising for you guys. I think the Nedbank squad is a good team.
Today's game was quite a tester for us. The Nedbank team, they came at us, and they really showed some heart for the entire game.
They have to work hard, and I believe they can beat Sundowns.
So, from national trial selections, eliminations, training, testing and teaching the contestants some life skills, and of course the chance to enjoy some unique experiences, we've reached the very end of the road for the top 23. They've truly given it their all. Well done. We come to you from the Nedbank head office at Sandton and announce the coach's final choices of players to take on the current Nedbank Cup champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. Tune in next Sunday as we present to you the top 18, the Nedbank Yona team.
Time for the Nedbank Yona Team Search 2015.
I salute each and every one of you, because I cannot see any weakness, I cannot see anything, because you're all hard workers.
They will face the mighty Mamelodi Sundowns.
Good luck to the players, Yona.
There's a lot of tension. Let's break that tension by announcing the next name to make it into Team Yona, and that name belongs to...
Nedbank is proud to present the Nedbank Cup Yona Team Search. Dynamic. Exhilarating. The Nedbank Cup Team Search. Yona. The Nedbank Cup. The one.